Test your knowledge with these historic and unforgettable moments in Olympic history. 125 questions. You have 8 seconds per question. Share your score in the comments below. The team from which country always marches first at the opening ceremony of the Olympics? Greece. Which country does not dip its flag at the Olympics? United States. How many rings are there on the Olympic flag? Five. Which of these colors is not found on the rings of the Olympic flag? Brown. What is the date of the first known Olympic Games? (776 BCE). When were the last pure gold medals awarded at the Olympics? (1912). Who lit the 2000 Olympic flame in Sydney? Kathy Freeman. Where did the first Winter Olympic Games take place? Chamonix, France. Who designed the Olympic flag? Pierre de Coubertin. Which city has not hosted a modern Olympic Games? Madrid, Spain. Who was the first woman swimmer to win gold medals in 3 consecutive Olympic Games? Dawn Fraser. At which Olympic Games did the Olympic flame first appear? Amsterdam, 1928. What countries were not invited to the 1948 Olympics? Germany and Japan. Which Olympic athlete was awarded the Pierre de Coubertin medal in 2004? Vanderlei Lima. Which athlete was stripped of decathlon and pentathlon gold medals won at the 1912 Olympic Games in Stockholm, Sweden? Jim Thorpe. Who won gold medals in 2 400-meter events at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City, setting a world record in one that lasted 2 decades? Lee Evans. Who was responsible for the Atlanta 1996 Olympic Games bombing? Eric Rudolph. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1896? Athens. What's it was the official mascot for which Olympic Games? Atlanta 1996. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1956? Melbourne. Who won the gold medal for the first modern Olympic marathon? Spyridon Lewis. At what Olympic Games did women first compete? Paris, 1900. To which Greek god were the ancient Olympic Games dedicated? Zeus. Who was the first man to win the Olympic gold medal in both the 200-meter and the 400-meter races? Michael Johnson. Which of these American athletes won 4 gold medals at the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin? Jesse Owens. Which skier, known for his irreverent behavior, won gold medals for the downhill, slalom, and giant slalom races at the 1968 Winter Olympics in Grenoble, France? Jean-Claude Killy. In what country does the International Olympic Committee have its headquarters? Switzerland. What winter sport evolved from skateboarding and surfing and made its Winter Games debut in 1998? Snowboarding. At which Olympic Games did the torch relay make its debut? (1936) Berlin Games. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1912? Stockholm, Nigeria. In which Olympics did the Soviet Union make its debut? Helsinki, 1952. Who earned gold medals in the 3-meter springboard and 10-meter platform diving events at both the 1984 and 1988 Olympic Games? Greg Louganis. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 2016? Rio de Janeiro. Which U.S. city was the first to host the modern Olympics? St. Louis. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1988? Seoul. Who won the 400-meter gold medal in the 1908 Olympic Games in London, England, in the only walkover in Olympic history? Windham Halswelle. Which person was a founding member of the IOC? Pierre Baron de Coubertin. The Olympic village of which Olympic Games was later used to house juvenile offenders. Lake Placid 1980 Olympic Winter Games. When did Australia first participate in the Winter Olympics? (1936). What is the motto of the Olympics? Citius, Altius, Fortius. Who is the first female U.S. gymnast to win 4 gold medals at a single Games? Simone Biles. How many times has Great Britain hosted the Olympic Games? Three times. Where was the first Olympic village built? Baldwin Hills, Los Angeles. At which Olympics were electric timing devices used for the first time? Stockholm 1912. Which of these was an athletic and musical competition in honor of Apollo in ancient Greece? Pythian Games. Who was the first to win a medal in both swimming and diving in the same Olympics? Eileen Riggin. Ulrich Salchow won the first Olympic gold medal awarded for which sport? Figure skating. Which country has won the most Olympic gold medals in men's field hockey? India. Choose the sport that has been a demonstration sport at the Olympics. Bowling. Which swimmer made waves in the 2008 Olympic Games? Michael Phelps. Who holds the record for the most Olympic gold medals won by an athlete? Michael Phelps. Who won 9 Olympic gold medals during the 1980s and 1990s, including 4 gold medals at the 1984 Summer Games in Los Angeles. Carl Lewis. Where is the headquarters of the International Olympic Committee located? Lausanne. Who won gold medals in freestyle wrestling in 3 consecutive Olympics? Alexandra Medved. Which decathlete was the youngest to win a gold medal in the Olympics? Bob Mathias. Which swimmer won 5 Olympic medals and was the first man to hold world records in the 400-meter, 880-yard, and 1500-meter freestyle events. Henry Taylor. The militants responsible for the Munich 1972 Olympic Games massacre were affiliated with what group? Black September. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1904? St. Louis. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 2008? Beijing. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1996? Atlanta. Who among these sailors won 4 consecutive gold medals in Olympic Finn class sailing? Paul Evstrom, 18. What Olympic sport consists of sliding down an ice-covered incline on a forerunner sleigh? Bobsledding. Where were the 2008 Olympic Games held? Beijing. At which Olympic Games was the torch relay first introduced? Berlin 1936. Who was the first winner of the marathon at the modern Olympic Games? Spyridon Lewis. During which games was the first Olympic village built to accommodate competitors and officials? Los Angeles 1932. Ontario 30. What organization manages the Olympic Games? International Olympic Committee. Who was the first gymnast to score a perfect 10 in Olympic history? Nadia Comaneci. Who is the only athlete to win gold medals at both the Summer and Winter Olympics? Eddie Egan. Why was Marion Jones stripped of her Olympic medals? Using banned substances. Who is the only athlete to have won a gold medal in the same event at 6 different Olympic Games? Alada Gerovich. Which American athlete refused to dip the U.S. flag in salute to King Edward VII during the opening parade in 1908 in London? Ralph Rose. At which Olympic Games did athletes from the Soviet Union first compete? Helsinki, Finland, 1952. Which champion swimmer and surfer developed the flutter kick in freestyle swimming and won 3 Olympic gold medals? Duke Kahanamokun. Nearly all the members of Canada's 1920 Olympic gold medal winning ice hockey team trace their ancestry to what country? Iceland. In archery, what is the name given to a target shooting event consisting of 144 arrows with 36 shot at each of 4 distances? Theta round. What year did the modern Olympics start? 1896. Who was the first recorded Olympic champion? Coribus of Elis. Who was the first to score a perfect 10 in an Olympic gymnastics event? Nadia Comaneci. Who captured the gold medal in figure skating at the 1928, 1932, and 1936 Olympic Games, and, well, was considered one of Norway's greatest athletes? Sonja Henie. For which country did Michelle Smith become the first woman to win an Olympic gold medal? Ireland. The ancient Olympic Games were abolished in what year? (393 CE). When were women's track and field events added to the Olympics? (1928). For which event did Bob Mathias become the youngest Olympic gold medalist? Decathlon. When did women first participate in the modern Olympic Games? (1900). In what year was the first Winter Olympics held? (1924). When was synchronized diving added to the Olympic Games? (2000). What country won Olympic gold medals in soccer in 2004 and 2008? Argentina. Which ice dancing pair scored unprecedented perfect score of 6 for artistic impression from all 9 judges at the 1984 Olympics? Christopher Dean and Jane Torville. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1936? Berlin. In what figure skating jump, named for the man who won the first gold medal in Olympic figure skating, does the skater take off from the rear inside edge of one skate, make one full turn in the air, and land on the rear outside edge of the other skate? Zaharovac. Who is considered the architect of the modern Olympics? Pierre Baron de Coubertin. When did China host the Olympic Games for the first time? – 2008. Who is the only athlete to win a gold medal in different sports in both the Summer and the Winter Olympics? Eddie Egan. When were the Winter Olympic Games first held in a year different from the Summer Games? – 1994. What event led to the 1980 Olympic boycott, the largest in the Games' history? The Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Which of the following is not an Olympic sport? Skateboarding. When did basketball become an Olympic event? – 1936. Which Olympian was stripped of his medals for the 1912 Olympics? Jim Thorpe. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1976? Montreal. When did the first refugee Olympic team make its debut? – 2016. How often are the Olympic Games held? Every 4 years. What does the Olympic motto Citius, Altius, Fortius mean? Faster, higher, stronger. When was drug testing introduced in the Olympics? – 1968. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1928? Amsterdam. Which British athlete won the gold medal for the decathlon at successive Olympic Games in 1980 and 1984? Daley Thompson. Which of these current Olympic sporting events was also an event in the ancient Olympics? Boxing. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics 1968? Mexico City. Which woman won Olympic gold medals in figure skating in 1984 and 1988, and later won an Emmy Award for her performance in a television special? Katarina Witt. Which city hosted the first Olympics held in the Southern Hemisphere? Melbourne, Australia. In ancient times, where were the Olympic Games held? Olympia. The modern Olympic Games were first held in what year? (1896). Where was the 2020 Summer Olympics supposed to be held? Tokyo. What was the official mascot of the Munich 1972 Olympic Games? Wallaby. For which sport did Abhinav Bindra win the first individual gold medal for India? (10-meter air rifle). Who was the first Chinese Winter Olympic gold medalist? Yang. What distance is the standard for Olympic marathons? (42,195 meters). Who won the Olympic marathon in 1972 in Munich, West Germany, becoming the first American in 64 years to win the event? Frank Shorter. Who was the first athlete to win 2 Olympic marathons? Abebe Bikila. Which of these siblings combined to win 5 Olympic track and field gold medals during a career in which they set 26 world records? Tamara and Irina Press. Where were the first Winter Olympic Games held? Chamonix, France. Who won the gold medal in the marathon at the 1960 Olympic Games in Rome, while running barefoot, setting an unofficial world record? Abebe Bikila. Which country's track and field team was banned from the 2016 Olympics? Russia. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know your favorite Olympic moment in the comments. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and share.